Hello again. Labour was aware before the general election held in July that the average person was pretty worried about immigration and in particular wanted something to be done about the flood of asylum seekers, chiefly young men who were crossing the English Channel in small boats in such large numbers. We were assured that if Labour got in, then they would make the stopping of the small boats a top priority and they would put an end to the use of hotels for housing asylum seekers. Most viewers would have been aware of these promises, and I'm sure that they did have an effect on the decision of some people to vote for the Labour Party. There was certainly a feel that the Conservatives had not only failed to get a grip on immigration, but had in fact massively increased it. Labour have now been in power for a little under 5 months. The number of asylum seekers has shot up and new hotels are being commandeered to accommodate them. There is no doubt at all that Labour have failed to do what they promised about immigration. Rather than focus on this subject, though, they are determined to push ahead with something about which the average person has little or no interest. When presented with 24 subjects relating to politics, ranging from the cost of living and immigration to regional devolution and assisted dying, a recent opinion poll showed that assisted dying came in at number 23 out of the 24. Only regional devolution was less important to the average voter. And yet this week, everybody seems to be talking about the subject and not about the economy. Cost of electricity, gas, and other things that most of us are actually concerned about. Why is that? The answer is simple. Despite not having mentioned it a single word about it, in fact, in the manifesto or in any speeches, Keir Starmer says that he promised to television presenter Esther Rantzen that he would do something about this if he became Prime Minister. In other words, something which wasn't even mentioned in Labour's manifesto is on the cusp of becoming law in this country because of something said to a television personality. This is how government now works in Britain, and it's very disturbing. The honest and open way of undertaking this business would have been to announce before the election that euthanasia would be a priority if Labour came to power, and then see what people thought about it. The point which needs to be borne in mind is that over a third of the people in this country don't even know what is meant by the term assisted dying. A recent survey found that over 40% thought that it meant the right of a patient to refuse medical treatment, something which is of course already the case. 11% thought that it was about increased access to hospice care. It is against this background that such a momentous decision is to be undertaken in Parliament tomorrow.